Well, people, to tell you I had a hell of a day today is an understatement, but we got through it and I'm gonna give me some rest. Went jogging and I'm good. Earlier, I was downtown. On Michigan and Huron. Right on the corner, that is a Rolex watch jeweler. And the day before, which was Friday, I think around between 2:30 and maybe 3:30, it got robbed. I did a video on it. All you gotta do is scroll back to my last few videos, you'll see it. Anyway, I went down there to show it and to do a live video. Every time I tried to do the video, it went out because I tried to show somebody's face as I was explaining what I believe I saw. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pierce. Welcome again to Friendship Blue. It is September 6th of 2025, 8:36 in the PM. Those are my receipts, and it's Saturday. Let's say it together. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. I love the Lord. He heard my cry. He saved me. And yeah, it was tough down there because I had a few fools on there. And I felt like I had to bark back. So I do it every now and then. I don't like it, but hey, it's rough. So that's all I can say. I'm standing on the shoulders of those who understand and those who pray for me. Until you go through what I go through, you just won't understand. But anyway, let me show you something, because I have something mind-blowing to show you. Because there is a reason they would not let me show this man's face. I'm going to say it again. There is a reason they wouldn't let me show this man's face. He's all over the news. He's from New York. He won the primary. Okay? You got Eric Adams and about 3 or 4 other people in the race that he's running against. Cuomo, who used to be mayor in New York. This is a big thing. It's a very big thing. And I wanted to show today that this man had a watch on Time magazine. Every time I showed the photo, my live show went out. What does that tell you? But be it as it may, I digress. This man is the modern day Robert Kennedy, the brother of John F. Kennedy, who was slain on November 22nd of 1963. What if I told you another July 13th of 2024 will happen again? I'm going to say it again. What if I told you a July 13th of 2024 is going to happen again? I believe it's going to be fake. But there is a reason why they've been pumping this man up in New York. And on so many levels, this will add to the civil WAR, because that's what they want to have in America. I believe that's what they want to do. So without further ado, let me go straight ahead and we're going to do this thing. Please stick around, because you're going to regret it if you don't. In person, everything stops, right? So no more pictures, right? I guess I can talk, hopefully. Want me to show any pictures downtown? Every time I show a picture, it's an issue, you know? Every time I show a picture of a certain person, everything stops, right? So no more pictures, right? I guess I can talk, hopefully. Hopefully we can get this done. This is my fourth try. So I am downtown Chicago, people. I know, right? Downtown Chicago, Friendship Blue, live. The 4th time. So as you heard, my 4th time. I'm trying to live. Trying to do a live.
I am running to be the next mayor.
And I'm running to be the next mayor of the city of New York.
On June 24th, voters will head to the polls and rank up to 5 candidates in the Democratic Party. If no one gets over 50% in the first round, the ranked choice system kicks in, eliminating the lowest scoring candidates round by round until a winner comes out on top. Bloomberg News.
And guess who won? I said, guess who won?
And I'm running to be the next.
He won. Out of all the people who won, he won. And I believe there is something going on that will connect to, I'm going to point to it, because I want you to see it. What month is that? What date is that? What month is that? What date is that? And today is the 6th. Don't say I never told you. He won. Now, when he won, defeating Andrew Cuomo, the old mayor from back in the day of New York, then he had some personal issues, remember that? By 56% to 44%. So he beat him by 12%. Andrew Cuomo got beat by 12% by Zohran Mamdani. Yeah. That man beat Cuomo. Now, check this out. The other day, he found out that Trump offered current Mayor Adams a job working in the Trump administration. Okay? It says Andrew Cuomo is a snake and a liar. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is talking about him. So they got a beef. But now he's asking ethical questions about him possibly taking a job with Trump, because the rumor is that Trump offered Mayor Adams a job to make it easier for Cuomo to win as mayor. I'm building the suspense on purpose as he wears that questionable burgundy tie.
How else to describe the president speaking with the mayor and the former governor about how to make this race the one that they deem the most difficult for me? I don't care about who we will face in November. We'll beat them all. It's the question of how we can actually stand up for this city, and the fact that I'm here talking about other Democrats. I mean, what do these people actually stand for besides power? That's the question that I have for them.
Yeah. Okay. What's your message here to Mayor Adams? Do you think he should stay in the race, or do you think he should take a job?
I don't think anyone seeking to represent the people of this city should be taking a job with the administration that is making it harder for the people of the city to afford the place that they call home. You know, I've made it clear, as Jeff pointed out, close to a year ago, my thoughts as to Eric Adams and this race and the charges that he was facing and what he owed it to New Yorkers. Clearly, that didn't mean much to him then. My issue is the work that is taking place right now in these kinds of conversations, in these kinds of meetings, to subvert the will of Democrats across the city, all in the interest of Donald Trump.
Are you Dr. Jeff right here? Zohran right here?
Yes, thank you.
Is there any sort of ethical issues here? Do you see this as a sort of quid pro quo situation in terms of a potential job offer?
I think there are many ethical issues with this news. We are talking about a mayor who was facing an indictment that was then dropped by this administration to ensure greater collaboration with the immigration directives of this administration, now being considered for a job offer such that he would drop out of a race to represent the city because of the fact that they believe that would increase the odds of anyone being able to defeat me. Those are...
Do you see it? I want you to see it. I want you to see how it's building up. Okay? Now, here he is today with Bernie. This video's 4 hours old now. When I started doing my research a few hours ago, of course, it was 2 hours old. But check this out. Here he is.
And a round of applause for incredible elected officials that we have here from the city, the state, the federal level who are here with us tonight. And for Brooklyn College. And when I sit next to Senator Sanders, I always have to ask, is labor in the house? Is PSC CUNY in the house? I cannot begin my remarks this evening without first acknowledging PSC CUNY, the incredible members that we have here. And the fact But today, Bernie said something to me that no man is an island. We are all in this struggle because someone brought it to us. And as we remember that, we must know that now it is also our turn to not only join this struggle, but to lead this struggle. It is a time for all of us to see ourselves as the people who could deliver the world that we deserve. And in this moment, we must make clear, this is an intergenerational struggle. This is a struggle, not just for some, not just for the young, not just for the few, not just for those in the beginning of their lives and their careers. This is a struggle for everyone. It is a struggle.
Arguably, he's the modern day Barack Obama when he first came out the gates. And his birthday is October 18th, like Luke 10:18. I did a video on that like a few weeks ago. Now check this out. Here's Bobby Kennedy. I'm calling this man the modern day Bobby Kennedy, and you're going to see why.
Hotel Los Angeles, on June 5th, 1968, headquarters for the Robert Kennedy for President campaign. Victorious in the crucial California primary, Kennedy addresses an enthusiastic crowd in one of the hotel's ballrooms.
My thanks to all of you, and now it's on to Chicago, and let's win there.
As he turned and went by me, he turned to the right toward the kitchen.
When he did come through, lots of television cameras and stuff, and we were going into a press conference.
He was shaking hands with the two busboys, talking with them.
And then somebody pulled out a weapon, and that was it. Kennedy was gone. Kennedy was gone. They took him down after his speech as he was running for president, after his brother, JFK, had been unalived on November 22nd, 1963. Now, check this out.
a.m. on June 6th, Robert Kennedy dies. Immediately following the shooting, there is little doubt in anyone's mind that 24-year-old Sirhan B. Sirhan, using an 8-shot...
A guy named Sirhan, they're taking him out. This guy right here. Sirhan took out Robert Kennedy. March 19th, 1944. Zohran, Time magazine, 9/8/2025. Like I said, I was downtown to cover a story about a heist at a jewelry store, the Rolex watch company. Just so happened in Time magazines from 9/8/2025, he's got on a watch. When I checked out Mark 88, about 10 days ago, he ran a video that he used in part from a guy named Donut. And Donut claims that the watch says 917. look out for the date 9/17. And I put that in my last video. But every time I tried to show this man's face, as I was trying to do this live, my video cut off. So I stopped showing his face. Why? I'm gonna show you maybe why it happened. Because I got to thinking, this man's on Time magazine with a watch. I've said to you guys many times this year, Satan gets off on lifting people up so he can take them down. He took Jesus to the mountain, and I'm sure he took a slew of other people to the mountain. If you look at a lot of our entertainers, in a symbolic sense, they have been gone to the mountain. A lot of them end up what? In the grave. Or one of their relatives end up in the grave. And that's just how Satan rolls. He lifts you up to take you down. But I'm going to tell you, I believe they're going to have another July 13th situation. And it's going to be fake. And it's going to send the world, the United States, into chaos. They're in New York. I'm not going to get into the cultural aspect, but you fill in the blank. You fill in the blank. It's New York. People, just got to read between the lines. If you've been studying what's going on in New York, a lot of folks don't want this man to be mayor. Culturally or whatever. They don't want him. Okay? Now check this out. There were 6 arrests in relation to this smash and grab Rolex thing in Chicago yesterday. Rolex, okay? Now, you got Rolex watch. You got this man got a watch on his wrist that's supposed to say 9/17. Then you got this. Rolex watch. Rolex watch, their headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. Geneva, Switzerland. Why is that important? Because there's a big meeting in Geneva, Switzerland from the United Nations coming up in a couple of days. It was going to be in New York, but they switched it. Yes, the United Nations General Assembly will meet in Geneva, Switzerland in September instead of New York. Instead of New York. Instead of New York. Is there something going to happen in New York? And the reason why they're switching out of New York is because they're saying that Palestine wasn't going to be able to represent and speak in New York, so they switched it to Switzerland. That's what they're saying. But what are the odds? Geneva, Switzerland got a meeting going on, and there's a Rolex heist in Chicago, and Geneva, Switzerland is where Rolex is from, and they're meeting in Geneva, Switzerland. And when I did the numbers on the last video, just watch it, you'll connect it. Now let's go forward. 3/19/2026, what is that? That's the anniversary or something. Sirhan is the one that unalived Robert Kennedy. So watch. 3/19/2026, his anniversary of his birthday. 9/8/2025, what is that? 9/8. Well, 9/8 is when this man was on the magazine, Time magazine. Subtract the 2, you get 6/14. What is 6/14? Boom. Not only that, November 4th is election day for the mayor race in New York. Now watch. June 24th is when Zohran won. And all the candidates for mayor, he won the primary. June 24th. Okay? But look, the night that Robert Kennedy spoke, he was speaking in relation to the primary he won. Do you understand? And now we're looking at this man and how he just won a primary on June 24th. And that's his birthday, October 18th. June 24th, 1018. Subtract the 2, you get 165. What's 165? The 165th day of the year is June 14th. That's his birthday. I know, right? Look, I told y'all when I did my live, something about to pop. Now watch this. Let's look at this here. June 5th, 1968. That's when they took out Robert Kennedy, Sirhan, June 5th. Take June 5th, 2024, anniversary. 1018 is the birthday of Zohran, the guy who's running for mayor in New York. That's him. So you take his birthday from 6/5, which is the day that Kennedy was taken out, unalive. The difference is 7/13. What's 7/13? Trump got hit in the ear on July 13th. What are the odds? In other words, history repeats itself. There's Robert Kennedy's birthday, 11/20, just like Joe Biden, 11/20. Take 11/20, 2025, anniversary of his birthday. 1018 is Zohan's birthday, the guy who's running for mayor. The difference is what? 33. Why is 33 important? Well, where is he at? He's 33 years old. Zohran is 33 years old. So let's look at it again. Zohran, 11/20, Kennedy's birthday. 1018, Zohran's birthday. Difference is 33. Zohran is 33 years old. What are the odds? What else you got? 6/24 is the day that he won the primary in New York. 9/8 when he was on Time Magazine with the watch. The difference is 222. You know, 222 is the mark of the beast and the beast system. What else you got? 1018 is Zohran's birthday, the guy who's running for mayor in New York. 120 is the inauguration day of Trump. The difference is what? 8/4. Barack Obama was born August 4th. 9/11 anniversary of New York. Planes hit the Twin Tower. 9/11 2025 is coming up in 5 days, anniversary. 1018 is Zohran's birthday. The difference is 47 weeks. Who's the 47th president? Look at this here. Remember the other day? Giuliani had an accident, a car accident. Remember that? To his right, there's Ronald Reagan. To his left is Jesus. Sacrifice, Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan, there was an attempt on his life back in the day. Jesus was a sacrifice. This man was just in a car accident. He's the former mayor of New York. Watch this. That's his birthday, May 28th, 1944. Take May 28th, 2026, his next birthday. 10/18/2025 is Zohan's birthday, the guy who just won the primary in New York for mayor. The difference is 7/13. What happened on 7/13? On July 13th of last year, Trump, they say, got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. Come on, man. Come on, baby. It's all there, ain't it? It's all there. Now look at this here. There's your attempt assassination on Ronald Reagan. Remember, here's Ronald Reagan right here. They speak through pictures, people. Here's Ronald Reagan right there. There's Jesus. These are primary things next to Giuliani. Okay, so you look. March 30th, Ronald Reagan. But look, Ronald Reagan's birthday, February 6th. Take February 6, 2026, anniversary of Ronald Reagan's birthday, the one who said, "Make America Great," the first one, versus Zohan's birthday, the guy who's running for mayor, who won the primary, 10/18/2020. The difference between 10/18, Zohan's birthday, and Ronald Reagan's birthday is 1/11. What happened on the 111th day of the year? The 111th day of the year is April 21st. That's when the Pope died. 111 has been coming up in a lot of my videos, and you know it. People, like I told y'all in my live, soon as somebody's taken out, that's when the earth gonna stand still. And I'll be doing it live. We're gonna go forward. But don't be tripping out. It's gonna be fake because they got an end game. They want chaos first. And not only will something happen, I believe, other things will happen. Get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. Jesus is coming soon. Numbers don't lie.